Hello everyone, welcome to Tommie Media's Tommie Chalk Talk, where we go beyond the box score and take a closer look at St. Thomas sports. My name is Jordan Kruger, alongside me Tom Pitzen. The St. Thomas football team finished the year 8-3 on Saturday with a loss to Wartburg in the opening round of the NCAA Playoffs. Really, that game kind of echoed St. Thomas's entire season, coming up just a little bit short.
Yeah, and it sounds cliche, a bounce here or there, and that's our game. But really, you look at the games against St. John's, Bethel, and now Wartburg, the three losses this year, and really, it was a couple bounces here and there, a couple of fumble recoveries, loose balls going our way, and, we're looking at an undefeated season going into the second round of the NCAA Playoffs. But really, I counted 3 balls that St. Thomas defensive backs jumped the route, and at least one of those would have been a pick six for sure. Missed opportunities, maybe, but I still count this season as a success.
Yeah, and you have to really, St. Thomas' performance on Saturday was very good against a very, very good Wartburg team. You have to be very impressed with how the Thomas came out and performed on Saturday.
Yeah, and they were down, they traded scores back and forth, but that really speaks to the Tommie's resiliency. I mean, they got to within 2 points at one point, and it looked like they recovered an onside kick late in the game. Didn't go their way, but I think really, like I said, it speaks to their resiliency. Being able to stay in that game and stay focused and be that close in the end.
Speaking of the resiliency, St. Thomas was 7 for 7 on fourth downs. Let's talk a little bit about the offense now. Now we're moving forward into the next season. I know it's only November here, but we've got to take into consideration a lot of guys returning on offense who are juniors right now who are going to be seniors, like John Gould, Charlie Dowdle. A lot of things to be impressed with this offense next year when the season begins.
Yeah, and you mentioned Gould and Dowdle, and I think that'll be a very big connection going forward into next year. Obviously, it was very big this year, but then you have Gilliland and Pete Fitzsimmons on the outside at that wide receiver position, and you have Jack Kaiser and Nick Waldvogel in that backfield. I mean, talk about a stacked offense. He has some weapons to work with, and it'll be interesting to see what Coach Caruso comes up with as far as wrinkles in this offense.
And then on the flip side, on the defensive end, you're losing a few more starters, but still, it's not like there's going to be any big holes. You're losing a guy like Sean Hamill, which is very tough. But you still have guys like Moses Quenneby back there.
Yeah, and Moses Quenneby, he really came on towards the end of the season. I mean, he's very athletic, very long, able to get his hands in there. Even if he is beat on a route, he's able to reach across, kind of like a Richard Sherman for the Seattle Seahawks. I know everyone talks about his length and his aggressiveness. I think Moses Quenneby plays that same type of style.
Yeah, hopefully St. Thomas is able to reproduce players on that defensive end like they have been in the past. But thanks for tuning in. Check TommieMedia.com for the latest campus news and full coverage of St. Thomas sports. We'll see you next time for Tommie Media's Tommie Chalk Talk. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.